No, go.
But he wasn't touched by.
But now you can't see my notes.
No.
So I'm going to start off with a new joke. A new joke I got. made up. So the great thing about dating homeless girls is I can just drop them off anywhere.
That's true. That's true.
So my buddy got a really good friend. His name is Muck. He's like MacGyver. He's a mechanic. And he likes to pay me in $50 bills. He's like, oh, there's a $50. Oh, there's another $50 somewhere in there. I know there is. And I still have it right here. So I can never find the other half of that $50. But he's my best friend. I met him on OfferUp. I bought this red truck, this old F600 off of him. And the ad was, it runs great, no brakes. It took me 3 days to drive out to fucking Campo. It was so funny. But we've been friends ever since. And like, we're working in Maramesa or Miramar, and there's a homeless guy on the center median. And I'm like, shit, here's a buck, dude. You know, and then my buddy Muck gives him another buck. And I looked at the guy and I said, hey man, now you got enough money to get you a $2 whore. And the old man looked at me. He said, son, some days I feel like a $2 whore. I was dying. I said, bro, you're going to be in my bed, bro. You're awesome. I'll give you royalties for this shit. You're great. Keep the good attitude. So one time I was banging this girl in a parking garage in a staircase at Gaslamp, like it was like one of those festivals, like fucking street scene or something like that. And we're fucking in the staircase, and all of a sudden I look, and there's security guards holding his flashlight, watching us. And then I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He walks up, I see his badge. I'm like, okay, it's a freaking rent-a-cop, I'm good. And he's like, I'll give you $400 to watch you guys finish. I looked at him, I looked at her, and things were kind of awkward. And then I said, hey girl, make it 900, you got a deal. And he's like, I'll go to the ATM, I'll be right back, do not move. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what we did. It was really funny.
I'm still waiting for my half of the money. Just kidding.
You know it was on camera. So like, how long was he watching this on the camera?
Mm-hmm.
So.
That part.
That part. So, I've had a lot of crazy girlfriends in my day. This one, man, she tried to put her finger up my butt. And I was like, what the hell? I freaking broke her finger with my butt cheeks. And now it points to the west. And then I saw her at the beach a couple weeks later. And I'm like, hey babe, what up? She's like, hi. It still points to the west. I bet she'll never do that again. Yeah, shit. So, my grandmother, she's 85 years old. I love her with all my heart. Always working on the house, fixing shit, fixing her car. She drives a Cadillac Escalade on 20s.
She does.
Blue with white pearl and purple pinstripe around the whole thing. It's like gangster as hell. So she got the nickname Gangster Granny. And she's from Connecticut. So it's like, she's totally got that Connecticut accent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my buddy called me one day, he said, yeah, your grandma called me, said some guy's in her driveway in a work truck. I said, what the fuck? I said, I'm going to call her, and I called her. And I'm like, is that truck still in your driveway? She's like, nah, he's gone. I'm like, okay. I'm like, next time just call me or call the police when there's some weird guy in your driveway. So yeah, whatever. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. I go to hang up the phone. It was on speakerphone. And my buddy Muck was right there. She thought I hung up. And she's like, fucking ass. My buddy Muck's laughing his ass off. He's like, your grandma just called you an ass. Projected on her. Oh my god, shit. But I was putting a whole new roof on her house about 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, during a heat wave. Gotta get out of that. There we go. Anyway, I got off the roof. I went in the house in the AC and I said, Grandma, I'm sweating like a whore in church. And she looked at me. She said, son, your mother don't go to church. And I'm like, Grandma, that's not nice. It's not nice. You can't say that about Mom.
But Grandma gangster, she can say whatever she wants.
Exactly. She's 85. Recently fired the contractor because he never came back to finish. So I went over there and, built the new cabinets in the bathroom, put in, ADA toilets, the right ones, not little boy toilets that she put in. My grandma falling, hurt herself, and I'm like, shit. So then I had Home Depot install the carpet, because I don't like installing carpet. I do everything in the trade but carpet. And she ordered navy blue carpet. And I'm like, that's sick, Grandma. As long as, is that what you want? If that's what you want, you got it. You're 85, get whatever the hell you want. Mm-hmm. Like my mom's like, oh, I like it. And I'm like, Mom, that's whatever she wants. She's 85. Whatever she wants. Like, you're crazy. But it was great, like making her happy and doing work on her place. She was right across the street. That's how I found this great establishment. Nice. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna move to something way more funnier. So my buddy Derek, Derrickson,
please don't.
He's a full-blooded Navajo. He's my good buddy. We shoot pool like all the time. Mm-hmm. He beats my ass. But we're after JP's. We were going to get burritos and beer. And beer was closed at 7-Eleven with the Nixie, so we had to go to the one on Arrow Drive by the cop shop. The cop pulls next to us. I don't have my seatbelt on. And he's like, Ty, you ain't got your seatbelt on. We're going to get rolled, bro. We're fucked. I said, we're fine. Don't worry about a thing. We're good. And the cop drives off with the green light, takes off. He looks at me. He says, damn, bro. It must be nice to be white and high-fives me. That's my racist joke. I made sure it was okay with this. So what do you call a lesbian on fire? An LG BBQ. That's one of my favorites. So, a couple more here. Shit. I guess we'll go to why are gay guys' car insurance so high?
Why?
So always getting hit in the rear.
Shut up.
Yeah, guns kill people. Guns kill people like spoons make Rosie O'Donnell fat. So, Tiger Woods got his second DUI. He was on prescription drugs, I'm so proud of him. He's such a good father figure. I wish my dad was more like Tiger Woods. So, yep, so I'm close with this. So what happens when you finger bang a psychic on her period? You get your palm red. Thank you guys, you can do it. One more.
I wish I had that
How about 2 more? I got 2 more. Take these things off when I can see. So I had this other girlfriend. She gave me this clone. She talked me into doing this clone a dick thing. You ever heard of clone a dick?
Yes.
It's like a You make a mold of your wiener.
Into a
And-
dildo, technically.
Yeah, it's a dildo of my wiener. And she talked me into doing it. I was very skeptical. I said, if you go buy the kit at Romantics, I'll do it. Fuck it, you know. And she came home one day and she had the kit, and I did it. And I was holding it in my hand, and I'm like, seems like a brick. Wow. Well, then after that, the next day, she never called me back. No text, no.
How much she wanted?
I'm like, I love you.
Bye.
And look, so, and that happened twice, 2 different.
Oh my God. You think you learned from the first time?
The second one, I gave her a second chance of like, fuck it, I'll do it one more time after this, I'm done. And then it happened the third time.
Oh no.
You fucked me, cunt.
And I said,
No,
"Three
no.
strikes, you're out. I'm done with that, never again. I learned my lesson, and yeah, never again. So one night, I was drunk in a bar in New Orleans.
What?
Yeah, I rebuilt it for Hurricane Katrina. I was out for 3.5 years in the Dirty, and I was in this bar called the Bulldog. And this guy, this dorky guy, he looked like Urkel, and he just started talking shit about New Orleans all night long in front of me and my friends. And I had enough, and I told the security guy, I said, bro, like, you gotta stop this guy, it's gonna get ugly. Like, you hear what he's saying, I know you hear it. And he just looks at me and he says, whatever happens, happens. I'm like, okay, all right, just warning you. And I go over there, I sit back down, chit-chatting with the guy, we're all good. And then he says some other bullshit, like how shitty New Orleans is and how fucked up it is and it's never going to be right. And I'm like, bro, I'm rebuilding the city, my bare fucking hands. I'm like, there nobody's looking, I just went, boop, popped him across the table, broke his glasses in half before anybody even saw anything. And I walked up to the security guard, and I said, get him out of here, and he just dragged him out of there. I thought he was. No, he threw me out. And I was walking home, and then military police, it was martial law.
Oh
So
shit.
no cops. One cop, his name was Fat Al.
What?
Fat Al.
That.
And he was like 400. He wallowed. I don't know how that guy ever became a cop.
Was
But
he white or
anyway,
Samoan?
black guy.
Difference.
He's a black guy. He's a French black guy. So it's real. And he's like laughing his ass off as the MPs beat my ass, 5 of them, broke my ribs. It was crazy. Like I couldn't believe that happened to me, but I got them all fired because my partner was a sergeant major in the army, so he put them all on desk duty. After that. It was great. And then my girlfriend was like, "Oh, let's go to that bar." I'm like, "We're not going to that bar. That's the military bar. We don't go to that bar." She's like, "Oh, let's just do it. They're not going to be there. Come on, what's the odds?" And I said, "Fuck it, let's go." I go in there, racking up the pool table. Sure as shit, I look over and all 5 of those dudes are sitting right there,
Oh shit.
staring me down. And I told her, I said, "Honey, there they are. They're fucking looking at me." And she's like, "Oh, it's going to be fine." And the dudes walk up to me. "You're that guy. You're that guy from Bulldog." And I'm like, "No, you got me fucked up. It's supposed to be like my twin or something. I've never been there in my life." And they said, no. He's like, "Hey, come here, guys. Isn't this that guy?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, that's him."
Shit.
I said, "Dude, come on."
Run.
He's like, "I'm sorry, what we did to you wasn't right. Like, we're on desk duty. We got fucked up from doing that." Like, he apologized to me. All 5 of them did, actually. I said, "Well, that doesn't fix my broken ribs." In the night in New Orleans jail, which was terrible. Worst jail I've ever been in.
How long have you been in?
New Orleans and, you know.
I don't know.
Only county. Only county. Yep. DUIs are just no fun, and don't run from the police.
I'll take that as sound advice.
Yeah. But it was cool though. They didn't find the $10 that I had in my pocket. And I bought a joint off some guy in the jail and smoked it in the New Orleans jail. I was the biggest fan of everybody. Even the homeless kid.
Of course.
Even the homeless kid that I knew from the ghetto that I was working with knew me. And he said, "Hey, what up there?"
He was in there too?
Oh yeah, like he was a crackhead roaming the streets all the time. And he kept my job site safe, I thought. But when the copper went missing from under the house, so yeah, that was quite a while. But I had no shoes. I had like a mile and a half, 2 miles to walk home. He said, "Bro, you got longer to walk than I do. Take my shoes."
Nice.
I'm like, "Yeah, bro, thank
You walk a
you."
mile in the shoes?
2 miles home, and they were like size 10, 9.5, size 9.5 or something. I was size 11. And I squeezed in the damn shoes and walked 2 miles home. There was glass and shit everywhere on the streets out there.
There was snow, Phil and Daniel.
No, just glass and dead bodies and the shit, yeah. God. A lot of wild Texans, and I met people from all over the world that were out there helping rebuild. It was pretty freaking cool. Really cool. Like, if you've never done Mardi Gras, don't go for Mardi Gras, go like the week before.
No, 100%.
Because Mardi Gras is way too much, way too crazy. And every Saturday, every Friday, every night's like Friday night down there. Every night's Friday night. I swear to God, it's wild. So, yeah, just go a week or the week after Mardi Gras, or one or the other is the best time to go. Because you got to do it at least once in your lifetime. And then I also suggest the Jazz Festival.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Jazz Festival was phenomenal. One of the best things I've ever seen. I did it 3 years in a row. You been there? You done it?
Twice.
Hell yeah, isn't it cool?
Twice, I bet.
Such a good vibe.
The fest itself, go one day and then hit all the late night shows.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree.
So much talent, and it's so chill. Like, I never really liked jazz music till I moved down there. But it was so cool. And everybody was so kind, you know, true to like Southern.
Field trip.
Huh?
Field trip.
Field trip.
Yep, let's go.
Get to be down out.
Mhm.
As long as I don't go back, I'm good.
Yeah, don't go to that bar.
The Bourbon Cowboy is the best bar. It's got a mechanical bull.
All right, that's it.
Whether you like it or not. And then there's the oldest bar in the United States at the top of Bourbon Street. And it's all candlelit. It's in like a basement. It's
Oh, wow.
all uneven stone. 2 grand pianos. Just absolutely like you're going back to 1820 or 1810 or whatever. It's really cool. You gotta walk through the gay section of Bourbon Street to get there.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Well, I didn't know there was a gay section.
That's where you get the good drugs.
And I saw all these hot ass women dancing on the dance floor in the bar when I walked in there.
Got dicks.
And I'm getting on dancing with these hot ass bitches, like big old fake titties, fake nose jobs, neck jobs, or I don't know, but the bartender's laughing his ass off, pointing at me with the other bartender. Because they knew I was straight. And they're laughing, I'm like, what the fuck are these guys' problem, you know? I go walking up to him and get another beer. He's like, bro. I'm like, why are you laughing at me? He's like, you know what those are, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're hot ass bitches. He's like, no, look at the throat. Look at the throat. I'm like, oh, fuck, you ain't joking.
The jugular's gonna get you.
So I just went back out there and danced with him for like another 30
What the-
minutes. Fuck it. I didn't care, I was drunk.
Oh,
And then I went to
dude.
that pool bar that I just told you about. But yeah, we used to have the mud bog on Saturday nights up in Mississippi, and it was a lot of fun until the KKK showed up
Oh,
one
shit.
night. And they were big white bus with their flags flying, and like the 400-pound fat white lady with her bra and her panties on playing in the mud.
Oh, my God.
It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. And there was like three brothers that showed up, and they parked right next to me. I'm like, oh shit, here we go, to protect some brothers again. You know, and then the announcer goes on the PA, and he says, you boys better put your flags down, and pack that shit away, or you need to go. They won't fit, stupid clan members threw a fit. And they backed their bus, and the fat lady covered in mud, and they left, and everybody cheered as they left. It was like so cool. It was like a movie. It was wild. It was really cool. Like so many crazy shit experiences I had down there. It was wild. The strip club was the best. It was called Scuttlebutts.
Scuttlebus?
Scuttlebutts.
Oh, butts.
Scuttlebutt. Like, you scuttlebutt, baby. And the police would go in the back and get quickies.
Wow.
And they actually owned that bar. But they had a pool table with pink felt and a black light. So like on mushrooms, like that shit was really cool. Really cool. It was a good time. But I'll never date a stripper again, which is a bad idea. Like,
Fun for a minute.
for about 2 days. Yeah, she's not for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with that. That's like, and I was one another drunken night on bourbon. I was watching the TV and this thing came on. 1-800-LIVE-LINKS. Just a kiss away. Make you love her. And I called it when I got home. I'm talking to this. Sounds like a really hot woman on the phone. I'm like, damn, she sounds so hot. I said, can I take you out for dinner on Sunday? And she's like, oh yeah, baby. I'm like, okay. I go to New Orleans, go pick her up. About 5 driveways away. I look, and she's got Down syndrome. This is a true fucking story. And I, like, the devil side of my body, my ribs told me, turn around and go. Just go, just go. If Jesus lifted me or said something to me, Jesus said, no, you better take that woman out. You better be a fucking gentleman like your daddy taught you. So I pulled in her driveway, I opened the door for her, got her in my van, and I took her to Applebee's. And that girl, that Down syndrome girl was smiling ear to ear the whole fucking time, and she was so happy.
Aw, you made her night.
So happy. Like, yeah, she didn't even realize
That's right.
She never treated like that. You know, I treated her with royalty, like God would want me to, like my dad would want me to. And I'm in there, and there's like 4 of my buddies from my crew in there.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, motherfucker. I didn't think this. Part of the van, like in the back of the I seen the work truck there, you know. And nothing else was open. Katrina knocked every restaurant out, pretty much. Applebee's survived.
Applebee's survived.
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
to get Applebee's right there.
Well, it was always real cheap. Cheap food, cheap beer. But my foreman, we call him Hot Carl. And, yep, you know what a hot Carl is, right? When you take a dump.
There's more to it.
I charge
Anyway,
you.
Hot Carl's there, he sees me, he sees the Down syndrome girl. He comes up, introduces himself. He's real nice, nicer than he's ever been to me. I'm like, wow. And the next day at work was awkward, and he's like, comes up to me, bro, I want to take her out. Like, I really like her. Fuck.
Wow.
Oh, we're
He's
still on
like,
that
I'm
one.
like, what's wrong with you, bro?
He likes our ice.
He's like, I love Down syndrome.
Down
I have a thing
I
for Down
love
syndrome
Down
girls, and I have a thing for midget women. And he wasn't joking, and I said, bro, how do you stick your wiener in that? How do you get it hard? He's like, I put a bag over her head, and it's all good.
Oh, hell no.
Where's the gong? All right, thank you.
Wah, wah, wah. Good job.